Hola, namaste, howdy bodhi, namaskaram, however you say hello, hello and welcome. This is Anne Marie, and today I really wanted to share with you guys some tips and some tricks to staying safe health-wise while traveling to different places that you may or your body may not be used to, and what you can do to prepare, what you should bring, vaccinations, health, things like that. Of course, I'm not your doctor, so whatever I say is just my own suggestion and what helped for me. Always see your doctor first before you make any decisions. And there is always travel medicine doctors. But over the course of quite a few years, I've traveled to a number of places in India and Africa, and I've done so pretty safely. Thank thank God, pretty safely. And I'm very, fortunate to not have any issues. But a lot of that has to do with proper planning and proper, precautions that you have to take while traveling. First of all, you want to look at the CDC's website. I'm going to show you where that is. And the CDC has lots of travel health notices and recommendations about what vaccinations to get and what things to do while traveling. Number one thing for me is prevention. So it doesn't really matter if you get all of the vaccinations or not. The thing is that don't get bit. Just don't get bit by anything. Now, that may seem hard, but I really have had very few bites while traveling. Most of my bites from mosquitoes have been in my backyard, which probably still isn't good. However, it's super helpful to wear the right kind of bug spray. So on Amazon, you can look for anything with DEET in it or permethrin, and you'll see some of the ones that I've bought. Also, you can pre-treat your luggage and your clothing with permethrin, which I'll show you I'm doing on my front porch. And it looks kind of crazy, but it is what it is, and it works. The permethrin treatment stays on there for about 30 days. And it prevents any kind of bugs from coming near you or even wanting to touch you. So here's all the clothes on the front porch that I treated. I use something called Ranger Ready, which is permethrin spray. And I've sprayed them all. They're drying out here. I used gloves and I used a mask. And you can't see them, but I have a lot hanging on the back of these chairs too. So that is one trick. Always be ready and always have, you can get off wipes. I have those too, as long as they contain DEET. This natural stuff, I'm telling you, it does not work. Does not work in these countries, and I wouldn't bet my life on it. I would probably still use these chemicals. And some people may say, oh, but they have side effects. They have side effects. It's true. Everything has a side effect. But there's a lot of things that you can get from mosquitoes, such as malaria, dengue fever, Zika, West Nile virus. There's chikungunya. I can't even say that one. And there's even plenty of things that you cannot vaccinate for. So prevention, prevention, prevention is key. If you can get vaccinated for some of these things, absolutely do it. I would recommend it. There are vaccinations that are covered by your insurance generally. DTaP, chicken pox, which is varicella, anything that you need to get up to date on, tetanus, get up to date on that, because there's a lot of people in India and they live very close together. It doesn't mean that you'll be in with them, but you'll be walking through markets, and the last thing you want to do on your trip is get sick. So if you can get some vaccinations. Get up to date on your COVID and flu vaccinations also. I did get COVID in India. I think it was like 2022 or something. Not exactly sure. It wasn't pretty because I didn't have all the comforts that I'm used to where I was staying. I was staying with a friend, and the bed was really hard. I don't know. The bed just felt like it was beating me up because I was already having body aches. But thankfully, due to my bestie who's a pharmacist, we had all the medicines that we needed with us. We always carry NyQuil, pain medicine, vitamins, anything you could possibly need. Hydration salts for dehydration, vitamin C, everything you could possibly need. We carry a thermometer. I'd suggest you bring a thermometer. If you have one, if you can get one, bring it.
For the trip. Ooh.
So Stella, tell me, how do you prepare for India?
Lots of preparation ahead. You don't procrastinate when it comes to packing. Make sure you pack your vitamins, compression socks for the airplane. That's very needed. You have to have compression stockings so that your leg doesn't get swollen because it's a long flight. What else? Some medications that you can have. I have some flashlights in here. I have some hand soap just in case we land and there's no soap in the bathroom. I have some gum, of course, with fresh breath. Some odd medicine like nauseous, if you feel nauseous on the plane. I have my water bottle. You have to have some water bottle. And some medicines. What else is here? Well, you don't want to forget some cash. You gotta put some cash in there because when you land, you have to start spending some money. And this is a big one that I don't forget to pack. This one is anti-itch cooling spray. But I do have bug spray in here too, because the bugs in India, they are not jokes. I don't know which one is stronger, Indian bugs, African bugs. I don't know. Yes. So
And you got something on the other side, which is very important before you eat.
Hand sanitizer. Don't forget, wash your hand. Very, very critical. Of germs, we don't want to get sick. You know?
And always plan ahead. How early do you start packing?
Oh man, well, this trip is starting on Thursday. I've been planning my packing since November. I write things down actually. I write, what I'm packing, how much things I'm packing, how much shirts I'm gonna bring, pants, Indian outfit, complete Indian outfit, how many shirts, how many pajamas, all these things I actually write down. I mean, it might be extreme for some people. Some people might say it's too extreme, but for me it's not, because it helps me keep focus on what I'm packing, and I can be able to say, this is how much I'm bringing, this is it. Really, really makes my life easier. And once I start packing, before you know it, you're done. You don't have to have it because it's already written down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not a lot. Yeah. What else?
Any last message you want to give to everybody?
Traveling is not easy when sometimes you feel overwhelmed and you get anxious a lot because you feel like, oh my goodness, will I forget anything? But trust me, most things that you pack, you will probably not need it, or you may need it. But also remember that what country you're going, they always have equivalent of what you might need. It might not be exactly what you need, but they will have it. And India is one of the places that we understand that they have most things. And we're like, oh, why do we even bring this? They have it there, So you don't have to worry. And don't panic too much. Rely on Jehovah. Pray a lot. And just look forward to the adventure. And while you're packing, you can put on the original song and sing. That helps me a lot. And yes, okay. That's everything.
Awesome, Stella. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Appreciate your positive thoughts. You always help me get it together.
Yeah.
And that excitement carries us through.
Yep. Don't forget your alarm system too, because you never know, somebody wants to harass you. Like that.
Oh, she got an alarm system. Yes. Oh my. She got lockdown. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
See you in India.
See you in India. Let's go. Ooh.
Other things that we like to pack. I like to pack in my pocketbook. This goes in my pocketbook with me. It's a little carrying pouch here. Let me open it. And in there, I put some of these wipes. Sometimes you forget to put on your bug spray. You just bring one of these out and you have it. You want to especially treat your ankles and your arms, anything that's not covered, and possibly your neck. Make sure you wash your hands after using these. You don't want to get it in your eyes or any orifice. It's not a good idea. Also, what I bring in my bag with me, these are extra pills. Extra pills. So, India has all the medicines that you could possibly need. However, the names will be different. The dosages will be different. You may not be able to find exactly what you want. And when you're sick, in that moment is when you need to take something. Now, when you visit your primary care doctor, let's say you don't have enough money to go to a travel doctor. They're expensive. I think they're like $120 for people with insurance sometimes. I know my previous insurance didn't cover it. So go to your doctor, like I said, get up to date on all your regular vaccinations. If you can't get them at your doctor, make an appointment at CVS or Rite Aid and get a few of those. And you want to get a prescription for Cipro from your doctor for traveler's diarrhea. Yes, Cipro, please. Expensive. If you can't get it from your doctor, when you get to India, go to the pharmacy and get some. Whatever vaccinations you can't afford here in America, go to India and get them. If you're going to be there for a long time, it's better to get them there. They're super cheap. Everything's super cheap when it comes to medical issues, okay? Ask a friend where a good hospital is. Look it up online, what reputable good hospitals. Don't just go to anybody. Just like in America, there are good things and there are bad things. You don't want to go to a street dentist. Please don't do that. Or a street person that cleans your ears out. Don't do that. Go to a reputable person who has, look on Google even, okay? Google's excellent worldwide, okay? Another thing I have bought that I love to have with me, it makes me feel good, is these portable aqua tablets. They are water purification germicidal tablets. And these are not to be used for a long time. They're more for emergencies, and it's good to have on hand. You can put them in water. Make sure you follow the instructions. You can get them on Amazon for like $8 or something. And if you don't have fresh drinking water for some reason, you find yourself in a situation, don't drink something that is going to kill you, okay? Not that anything's going to kill you, really, but better to be safe than sorry. What else am I going to try to think about? Eating in India. Yes, there's plenty of things to eat in India. I love food in India. I love it. So don't be overly terrified. But if you're going to eat fresh fruits and vegetables, you should be the one who cleans them and peels them, because you cannot confirm whether or not it was washed with portable water. You need to wash your things with portable water and have to have some type of disinfectant going on. I got this GSE, which is grapeseed extract liquid concentrate, and you put a few drops and soak your fruits and vegetables in it. You can scrub them. Unless you can really verify who washed your vegetables, I wouldn't eat any vegetables that are not cooked or not hot. Anything that's hot and boiling, like temperature wise, you can eat it, no problem. Just be careful of condiments. Okay, condiments like the chutney, achar. What do you call that? It's like pickle or something. That's been sitting out on the table at the restaurant for weeks. And if you just eat that, you could have a serious thing coming to you. So make sure you get that, and just skip the condiment unless it comes in a packet, little packets, okay? Certain fruits and vegetables you want to avoid. I don't even know if they have strawberries. I don't really eat them. Grapes, don't eat them, okay? Grapes. Stella ate the grapes of wrath one time. That's what I call them. It was crazy. Unless you can really, really, really sanitize them, it's too difficult. Anything like a banana, you can even eat in the marketplace. You can just peel it, as long as you have clean hands and you don't contaminate the inside of the fruit with the outside. Understand that the reason why these fruits are so contaminated in vegetables is because in a lot of villages, they don't have proper plumbing. And I'm not saying they're uneducated, because some of the most educated people come from India. However, some are not educated and they do use the bathroom in the fields, or other animals go to the bathroom in the fields. And the water they use to clean the vegetables and fruit is not clean. So just always imagine that someone went to the bathroom on your fruits and vegetables, and that will help you not to get sick. Another thing that will help you out is to have yourself a water bottle. I got this one recently. I love it because it can hook onto my backpack, or I can carry it like this, and it holds 32 ounces. I can take it with me everywhere. Bring your own water with you, okay? Just bring it. Chai is generally safe everywhere, I will say. Chai is boiled multiple times, 3 times. It should be boiled 3 times because it tastes better that way. I love chai. It's pretty safe. Reheating food, if you're going to reheat food, it has to be really hot when you reheat it. If you let the food get cold, bacteria and viruses can grow on it, so be careful. Also, know what is an issue in the areas you're going. Know which viruses, if there's an outbreak of anything. Look at the news. Look at the recommendations on CDC. They will tell you if there's an outbreak. If there's something going on, that may be something you need to be vaccinated for. Also, I wanted to mention about rabies. I'm not recommending that you get pre-vaccinated for that unless you plan on touching the animals in India and the dogs, especially anything that likes to bite. Monkeys, stay away from the monkeys, please. If you love yourself, stay away from the monkeys. They are not nice. They look nice. They may be nice to some people, but they will steal your food and they will bite you. And then you will need to get like 5 injections with very big needles. Rabies they have the highest incidence of rabies in India. So don't pet the dogs. Really don't. Don't even look at them. Don't look at them. If you're like me, I love animals. If you get bitten by a dog or an animal of any kind, go and get yourself the rabies vaccine, please. Once you have symptoms of rabies, it's too late. And my doggy just entered. He wanted to say hello. Ruben, what are you doing? You smell my luggage? There he is. I'm gonna miss him. But I can pet this doggy. But don't pet the Indian dogs, please. Alrighty then, that's all for today, and I'm gonna check out. Thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, drop them down below, and I'd be happy to try to help you. Once again, this is just my personal opinion. It's what I've experienced traveling, and I hope it can help you. Like I said, I've never been seriously ill other than some traveler's diarrhea, which happens to everybody, like once or twice. It's never been like every time. And you do not have to be that sick. You can stay well if you're really careful and if you know what will make you sick. All right? And don't be too scared. All right? Never be too scared to travel. Travel is wonderful. It expands your mind and horizons. You get to see so much of the world that is created for us, and it's a blessing. So if you can, do it. All right. Take care, everybody. And until later. Bye.